Okay, we're doing this. We're doing this. We've got only 2 mana after this. Let's get rid of the hand, guys. Okay, time for a little competition then. Do you want to win 1600 gems? All you have to do is like and subscribe my channel and join my Discord. In my Discord is a sub-channel called Channel Giveaways. All you've got to do is make me laugh. Simple as that. And whoever makes me laugh the hardest will win 1600 gems. And I'll find a way to send those over to you. And it will probably involve your PayPal. I'll just send you the $10. You can buy them yourself. Not very glamorous, but that's just the way it is, unfortunately, because Arena doesn't let you gift things, which is just ludicrous. But yeah, 1600 gems. Like, sub, join the Discord, write something funny, make me laugh, bring me to tears, make me cry on the floor with laughter, make my belly hurt. And if you do that, you can get about $10 worth of gems. Not bad, huh? Doesn't take much work. So yeah. With that in mind, let's get into the video proper, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. It's a bit of a spicy one. Good luck with the competition. I will announce in a week or so, I think, who the winner will be. Cool. Bye. Hi guys, and welcome back to a special episode with MTG Josh. Today is a special occasion because I've finally reached 500 subs, so thank you so much for everyone who has helped contribute to that so far. And let's continue to get hopefully 500 more subs and see where we go from there. So thank you very much. So what I like to do to commemorate my milestones is play my favourite deck, but each time slightly different. So going back to Bolas again. So everyone knows Bolas is the Grixis Elder Dragon. When it comes in, each opponent discards a card, then you can play 7 to flip Bolas into Nicol Bolas the Arisen. It's got 4 amazingly powerful abilities that you can see there. And yeah, once you get to that part of the game, chances are quite likely that you're going to win at that point. So it's quite self-explanatory what you're going to do with the deck. But this time, we've gone for a shrine build. So let's see what I've put in. So this deck is unique in that it uses the first few shrines that were printed. So not from Neon Dynasty because they're creatures, so I think they're slightly weaker. So we've got Sanctum of Stone Fangs, which is a 2-mana shrine, drains X, where X is the number of shrines you control. So this can really be a win condition by itself a lot of the time, just because you're going to drain your opponent by doing nothing. You've got Honden of Infinite Rage, so this deals damage equal to the number of shrines. And then similarly to that, Sanctum of Shattered Heights, you can discard a land card or shrine to have it deal X damage to a creature or planeswalker, where X is the number of shrines. Sanctum of Calm Waters, which is draw X, then discard a card. And then the stronger version of that, which is Honden of Seeing Winds. On your upkeep, draw a card for each shrine you control. And then probably the most evil one is Honden of Night's Reach. 4 mana, beginning of your upkeep, target opponent discards a card for each shrine you control. So this one works quite well with the synergies of the deck that we're going for, which is a bit of discard tribal sort of cards we've got going on. One of the nice new cards from Neon Dynasty that I do like is called the Long Reach of Night, which is almost like a cheaper version of the Elders Reborn, which we do include in here as well. But the Long Reach of Night says each opponent sacks a creature unless they discard a card. And this happens twice. When somebody first used this on me in a limited game, I was like, oh my goodness, this is insane. And then when it flips into Animus of Night's Reach, whenever it attacks, it gets +X+O until turn where X is the number of creature cards in defending players' graveyards. This could be a win con just by itself. So yeah, it's quite a control-y build, but as I said before, it's my favourite deck out of all my Arena decks, and I also have a Bolas deck in paper. So yeah, let's get into the games. Don't forget to leave me a like and sub if you appreciate what I've been doing so far. And yeah, tell me in the comments below what you think of the deck. That'll be really good to know as well. So on to the games then. Okay, we go first against Edgar, Charmed Groom, with a terrible hand, so we're going to want to mulligan this. This is quite a bit better. Got access to 3 colours, some removal, and Cosmos Elixir, which is one of the best card advantage cards they've ever made, I think. Ed is going to be an aggro deck. Environmental Silencers could be good, especially because we're going first. Gives us a slight edge using kind of do-nothing cards like this. But you don't really want to be spending 2 mana to just get a land most of the time. I'd say if I was going second, I wouldn't want to use this, but yeah, this seems okay right now. And a deck like Nicol Bolas is very mana intensive, just due to how Nicol Bolas needs 7 mana to flip it. But once you do flip it, you know, a lot of times it's game over for the opponent. So what should we do here? I think, yeah, we'll play the island. There might be a reason that we just want to flash in the Brazen Borrower just to deal some damage. It's nice to leave that option up. And I don't really mind taking 2 from the Blood Crypt. Patrician comes in. 4 toughness, so slightly annoying. I think we're going to kill that with the Infernal Grasp, because if this triggers, we're going to be losing quite a bit of life. So that one says whenever they gain 3 more life this turn, each opponent loses 3. So it turns life gain into life drain. And I'm not too bothered about casting a Bolas undefended, because we now have the Dark Intimations, and this card lets us get any creature card back from our graveyard to our hand, or Planeswalker. This is one of the best triple card cards I think I've ever seen. It's just so powerful. For 5 mana, your opponent sacks, they discard, you return a creature or Planeswalker and draw a card. It's crazy. So, do we want in the command zone? No, we'll decline. We'll leave it there for now. And yeah, we can start using the Cosmos Elixir. This should be nice. Also, they missed a land drop. Okay, so now we've got 27 life. In our next end step, they should be drawing us a card. So yeah, they're not looking too healthy for their lands over there. So we'll just pass the turn. Hour of Devastation is really good versus the Vampire build, because it's going to get rid of all of their small guys. Dramatic Finale. This is a strong card. So we're going to let it resolve and then bounce it to hand. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see an early concession from them, because we just have so much advantage here. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. Yeah, apologise if you don't like Bolas, but this is the only kind of video that is self-serving, really. All my other ones are... I'm trying to do like a public service, I guess, trying to please as many people as possible. But yeah, for the subscriber specials like this, I just like to do something that I really enjoy. And it just puts me back in the right frame of mind again. So yeah, we'll go for Brazen Borrower, and then we're going to punish them for being greedy with the Kaya. What they should have done was exile the Cosmos Elixir, but instead they're going for the ultimate, which is just, yeah, it's sad really. And I'll say why in a moment, just after the spell. So a lot of players, old and new, are obsessed with ultimates on Planeswalkers. I think they're kind of blindsided by them. And what I mean by that is, people will put so many resources into just killing a Planeswalker, and sorry, not just killing, but like it works both ways, right? Some people just want to get to the ultimate, don't care about anything else along the way, and some people put a lot of effort into also killing them. But sometimes it is okay to ignore them. It just depends on the situation. But that instance where they ticked up to 6 was just a waste. They knew I had the Brazen Borrower as well. So I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to flip Bolas. And then now I'm going to resurrect their Kaya to exile the Drana. And I'm happy to swing in because we have the Heartless Act up for their Faceless Haven. So I'm very aware they could just activate this and swing in. But yeah, the Cosmos Elixir has given us so much advantage here. I don't think the opponent is going to really be able to come back from this. Especially if they just play do-nothing cards like Dramatic Finale without anything on board. Not sure about this card. It is good, but I think you need to play this after you have loads of creatures on board. If you play it pre loads of creatures on board, then it's just kind of... It literally doesn't do anything, right?
You'll be fine. Trust me.
My knowledge is endless.
Yeah, so as you can see, the card advantage is just way too much. Drawing 3 cards a turn, 4 cards a turn. Moving on to the next one then. Okay, opponent goes first with Radha. They're going to have a nice time with their lands on top of the deck. This is a really cool general. I like this. I've used her before and feels great. It's basically a win con on a general, which is what you want to see. Playing lands off the top is card advantage, and then pay 6 to give her that much power, essentially equal to lands. It's fantastic. Let's get ourselves a mountain with the so we can play Magda in the following turn. Or we could even go for the Horde Robber. Oh, actually, maybe not. We can't go Horde Robber, but we can go Magda, which is, I guess, slightly better to get it out early. Incubation Druid. Or we could change gears. So what's this? 2 and 3. So Extinction Event ain't going to be that good. Let's go for the push here. I don't want them to get a turn 4 play on turn 3. So a good thing about facing red-green is they've got 2 ways of killing Bolas. Something like a lava coil to deal 4 damage, or a fight spell, but either way they're not got super effective ways to deal with our stuff. So we can actually... Yeah, we can actually go for 2 Mana Rocks this turn. Or Mana Dorks. Pretty awesome, these cards, to be honest. Deal damage to a player, create a treasure. Whenever this becomes tapped, create a treasure. I mean, what more could you want? For two drops that apply pressure. Always been a fan of these cards. They're just so awesome. I mean, consider that Magda is a legend that makes a treasure, right? And this is a 2 mana guy that makes a treasure, so they're ramping hard here with Solemn, which is scary, because does that mean they have a massive play, or does it mean they just don't want to cast the Radha yet? Either way, our Kozilek Thwain's coming in tapped. So let's see if we can get... So we don't want another land. So Solemn Simulacrum is going to be pretty annoying, right? Two, 2, 4. Do I want to trade the Magda? I don't think so. I don't want to trade a Magda for a Solemn. Although we do have Elders Reborn, but is it... Yeah, that's a tricky one, that is. Like, is it really worth trading a Magda for a treasure? That's the real question here. No, I don't think it is. Especially when you consider, if we get 5 treasures, we can sack them to search our library for an artifact or dragon and put it into play. Thrill of Possibility. Instant speed card. Did this want to hit a land drop on top? So it looks like they missed. Okay, so for now, let's just swing in the top. And here's the thing. They have a Beanstalk Giant, 7 mana, and the General's 3 mana. So there's 2 odds. If we just let them keep Radha for a turn, and if they happen to play Beanstalk Giant, the next turn our Extinction Event is even better. So I reckon for now... I think for now we just go for Elders Reborn. So worst case scenario, we just resurrect a Solemn, right? That's our worst case. And also, if they do pay 6 to boost Radha, then because she doesn't have trample, doesn't really do much. We'll lose one of our blockers if we choose to block, that is. But that takes their whole turn to do that. Terror of the Peaks, this is working out even better. 2 odds. I'm happy to hit the odds here. And my guess is they've got 2 mana open, right? What do you reckon that is? It's intervention, right? Let's find out. I mean, it's not going to help them. No heroic intervention. Okay. So the insane part is we're going to swing in and get 2 more mana here. And if we get desperate, we can even use the Silumgar's command in our opponent's turn because we have the Dark Ritual to give us extra 3 black. Yeah, I thought as much. That was just too much value, wasn't it? 4 mana, get rid of 8 of theirs. So moving on to this game. We go first against the new Tamiyo. Should be pretty cool to see what they've done with the deck. So many different directions you can go in. Reanimation. Proliferation. Artifacts. Super Friends. All sorts of shiz. You got to get the Search for Scantra out. Fantastic card. Love it. There we go. See? Told you. I told you it's a good card. Ooh. Magda's a good card too. But yeah, we now need more lands. But tell me guys, who's got the better looking Search for Scanner? You know what I'm saying? Mine's, you know, extended art, which means mine is just better. Right, that's just how it works. Ooh, land. Lovely. First things first, we swing in. And let's try for the Bolas, I think. I was tempted to keep up the Silumgar's command, but I just didn't have a good feeling about it. I wanted to get him out to apply a bit more pressure as well. They'll get -1 card. I mean, it helps them flip Search for Scanner slightly sooner. They can obviously go Tamiyo +1 on Bolas so he can't ever attack. And then Magda's frantically trying to take her out, but we do have the Silumgar's command to just kill a Planeswalker anyway, so it doesn't matter that it resolves. But it does matter that we have a way to kill it. They discarded to Fairy. Kind of makes sense. We have 2 creatures on board, and it's tricky to defend walkers without board wipes. And green-blue isn't really the colour for board wipes. You can do some mass bounce, but so she's definitely going to tap down Bolas.
The hand that chronicles Phyrexia's rise.
Yeah, it feels bad though, doesn't
cannot
it?
delay
I think
our
I'm pretty sure that feels bad because it doesn't, like a Tamiyo undefended doesn't really get you as far as if she was, especially against 2 creatures. But yeah, for now, let's just bounce a permanent and kill a walker. So we're going to bounce the Signet and then kill the Tamiyo. So that puts them behind a mana quite a bit. But yeah, all the commands are really fantastic, to be honest. Silumgar's command is definitely one of my favourites, though. It just does so much, right? It's basically got negate on it. It's got unsummon, well, return target permanent. It's got target creature gets -3 and or destroy Planeswalker. 4 really viable options, all useful. But yeah, 5 mana command. I guess that's why it doesn't see much play because it's so expensive, but the power levels are so good. Who would have thought Magda was good in a Bolas state? She's just a really good ramp card. So they might have a counter, which is, you know, I'll probably say that more times than I should, but just speaking my brain, I guess. Start with a swing. I wonder if they got a way to exile Bolas or something. I don't really feel like doing it when they've got 4 mana open, so we'll try the Honden. The Honden will deal at least 1 damage a turn as well, so it's nice. Okay, looks like maybe I should have flipped the Bolas then. Sure. But yeah, it's always risky flipping this guy, because in response to the activation, they could just bounce him, kill him, and you've just kind of wasted your turn. Oh, that's a real shame. Yeah, that's a real shame. Sweet, we go first against Narset of the Ancient Way. Last time I faced this Narset deck, not this one in particular by Skywalker, but it was actual hell on earth. So let's hope it isn't going to be that today. It's going to be counter heavy, let's face it. Everyone who plays blue loves a good counter. Let's hope Magda can give us a treasure or two. That would be nice. Cold Steel Heart, okay. So let's go for the modest play, which is get an extra land. We don't want to risk not having lands to play. And we could go for the Croxa now. We could save it for Dark Intimations. Yeah, let's just do that. We don't need to use Croxa yet because when it's this early, they have so much card selection that you could just be wasting it. So I do see that a lot. Early Croxas when you don't necessarily have to. Celestis as well, lovely. So this gives us an extra turn to basically do what we want. Stone Rain. Okay. So I think we're going to be mean and Stone Rain something. Maybe they're red source. Yeah, we'll get rid of the red source here. The logic is always go for the source that they have fewest of, but obviously you don't know what they have. They could just replenish it with another red. Ah, so we got lucky. They don't have another red source. But they do have a Narset.
I have practiced against many foes like you.
Do we
Keep
care
an
about
open
Narset?
mind.
Like, we don't have any ways. Well, we kind of do, right? And because Magda doesn't care what it hits, it is probably worth swinging in. Holy moly, big Bolas.
You could use some training.
Okay, so if they've got a board wipe, we don't want to go for 2 creatures, do we? So I reckon we go for the Dragon's Horde first. And we'll save our mana because we have this huge Bolas now. But we do really need more lands. Okay, so they're paying us back. Looks like they're doing the same thing we are, so we can't really complain about that. Although they have hit more land drops. So Guardian Idol is 2 to activate, so they could activate it to block Narset. So we have to be aware of that. We missed our land drop, which is very sad. Very sad. Teferi's Time Twist.
You are a mighty
Okay.
warrior. I concede.
Okay. Okay, we're doing this. We're doing this. We've got only 2 mana after this. Let's get rid of the hand, guys.
My omnipotence.
So they did have a board wipe.
Why just redefine
I know
when you can
88
scrape it
ways
out?
to
This is
defeat you.
incredibly risky. If they get something Elspeth Conquers Death, then we've just probably lost the game here.
I have just the trick for this.
So you can't see this, but I'm biting my lip. Oh boy, mass manipulation. They can just literally steal Bolas. Ugh, that's disgusting. Huh.
Whether friend or foe, state your intent.
Didn't they have the blue?
Think,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
then
6,
act.
7. That's weird. Isn't that a bit weird? I feel like that was weird, right? What am I missing here? Blue, blue. Oh, that's on red. Oh, I see.
I will miss you, friend.
I get you. I get you. Oh my goodness. That was a crazy game. Oh, that was so close. Yeah, red. So if that was blue, we would have lost that. But if we won that with two lands, that was crazy game. Opponent goes first with Atraxa. Maybe this gives us a chance to use some shrines though. We've got a couple here. Let's keep it. Let's see if we can showcase the actual namesake. Phew, so we did hit a land, which is useful. Although no double black for these two spells, which is going to be quite bad. Atraxa has always been powerful whenever I've faced it. The advantage they get, like, it's just, imagine a card that says pay 4, draw 2, and it's on a general that you can flicker, and it's got menace, so it can kill planeswalkers super easy. So maybe we just try for the Gifted Etherborn first, because they were lingering on their turn, maybe thinking of doing something, but okay. Well, if this manages to survive, Siphon Insight, so they're going to steal... Oh, I don't like that. Steal something from our deck. So the fact that they're taking ages to read could be a number of things. Well, firstly, they're not basic lands. Because they're taking so long to read them, it's probably got something fairly complex. Blood Chief's Thirst. Okay. Sanctum Resolves. Okay, that's pretty cool. They can do this again, which is pretty irritating, but... Alright, they didn't cast Atraxa, so... Are they just going to do this again to steal something else? Maybe we should include this in our deck. I think the thing is, I've actually tested this before. And over the years of testing cards like this, I've never found opponents' cards to be effective in my deck. So, it's a tricky one, right? They're very luck orientated. Like if you could just literally whiff. So yeah, let's kill the Atraxa. Obviously they're going to be able to recast it, but I just want to get that damage off the field. So what mind games can we play here? Ugh. So what do they have at the minute? They've got black, black, blue, blue. I think we just do this. We don't want them to have counterspell and the land. Okay, so they're looking for the land, it seems. So they've got the grass, which means Bolas is not safe. So I think for now we just go for Solemn. Do a bit of ramping. I could have gone for the Honden, I suppose. That probably would have been the better play, to be perfectly honest. Now, interestingly, if they've stolen one of our permanents here, we can bounce it back to the owner's hand, which is us. So we'll just have to see. They've got so much mana open, though. We might just be able to kill them with the Sanctum here. Let's try the Cosmos Elixir. If they counter it, they counter it. We have the Hondon as the backup. Wowzers. Wow, if we get to resolve a... This is incredible. Resolving a Cosmos Elixir. That's a big hit. Very big hit. Cemetery Illuminator. So that's the card they stole. Okay, so before they exile something, I'm going to try and kill it, because I'm not really bothered about having that back to my hand. I'd like them to use a counterspell, to be honest. No, okay, so that means that they won't be able to cast a spell from the top of their deck in response. So if they had exiled the Essence Extraction, and they had a counter on top, that would have been bad for us. Sweet, so they just used the removal spell. That was very impatient. I don't see the need of doing that there. Let's test the waters with the Duress. Whoa, okay, wowzers. This is basically removal central, isn't it? I suppose Essence Scatter. This is crazy amount of removal. You do need a way to win the game, you know, Atris player. You're not just gonna... This is very common. Just people who play kill spells and no way to actually close the game out. Like, let's say my general was an enchantment god from Theros or whatever. They wouldn't be able to hit it with anything. Cool. Liliana.
Your corpse will make
That was also the card they stole from us, which is cheeky. But we do have a kill spell for it, so it's not too bad. So, first thing, we definitely want to kill our own Liliana.
My army has been destroyed.
Ooh, Long Reach of Night. Lovely card. And we could even... What could we do? We could go for Mind Stone, yeah? And then we could go for the Magda. And if they kill Magda, go for it. Use a spell. Fantastic. We're in a fantastic position. It's funny how the strongest cards they've played so far were my own. But think about it for a sec. What were they that they stole? They stole Wincons, which is something the deck doesn't have, apparently. Yeah, pro tip, you can't just win with kill spells. Like, it might work if you want to bore someone to death, or if you have one single thing out to attack me with. Like they do have Hall of Storm Giants, to be fair. That is actually a pretty good Wincon, I have to say. Duress. Okay, let's try this then. Depends how much they want lands. Oh, they took the lands, fantastic. They didn't want the Duress. Well, they didn't know they had the Duress, but we did. Sure. I'm saying it now, guys. Sanctum's going to win us the game. And obviously this one as well, because this draws us the cards. But Sanctum. Awesome. So many cards. No counter spells, I hope. So what should we do? Let's start with the Long Reach of Night. But yeah, this deck so far feels pretty cool. Doesn't always need to have a load of changes to make it completely different. But yeah, just adding the shrines has made it feel very different. Weirdly enough, 6 cards made a huge impact. 3. Let's go for the Dragon's Horde first. I feel like they've got a very itchy trigger finger here. Like, they've got so many removal spells. They're dying to kill the Magda. Do they want to kill the Magda? They actually do. I mean, yeah, they can recast him. So... maybe we should just go for Bolas, because we've got the Dragon's Horde. We're going to be able to reclaim the loss of advantage. So they're going to kill the Bolas, but we draw +1 as well, and they lose 1. So I suppose that's why they kept the Command Tower in hand. Oh, okay. They discarded the Languish rather than the Command Tower. That is a bit odd, isn't it? The Languish is a legit card. They could have just killed Bolas with it. Some strange plays sometimes. Get down to 11. So I get the feeling that they're going to probably want to cast the Rider soon because it's their only source of lifelink. And just quit the game. That's so sad. I was really enjoying that. Ah, that's a shame. Welcome back for my final thought. So, what do I think of this deck? Well, you probably already know what I think of the deck. I think it's awesome. I love Bolas. I don't really know how to explain why I love the deck. I just love the deck. I don't know why I'm even so attached. It's probably because I used to use him in Standard many years ago, and it was my finisher. And that's why I love Bolas. And he's just a cool boy, right? He's a cool dragony thing. And even though he's evil as hunk, he kills so many people, he kills nations of people, does all horrible things. I like him. I don't know why. Maybe because the art looks cool. Maybe because I'm evil. I mean, maybe I'm evil. Yeah, maybe I'm evil. The deck operates very similarly to my prior deck, so give those a watch as well if you like Bolas. I've got a couple of those. I've got the regular Ravager as a deck, and I've also got Nicol Bolas Dragon God as a deck as well. Yeah, so you'll probably keep seeing these as I get bigger on YouTube. Hopefully get me to 1,000, get me to 1 million subs, get me to 900 million subs. Do it. Once you watch those videos, watch all my other videos, and then spend every day of your waking life watching my videos. Just watch all my videos basically and make me a millionaire, and then I'll do more giveaways, and then you'll be a millionaire too, and then everyone can be millionaires. Anyway, we're straying away from the path a bit here. This deck is cool because of the shrines. Obviously, I said before, we've got all the older shrines. Feel free to put in the new creature shrines. You don't really have to. I think it's actually stronger weirdly without them. Obviously, the synergy will increase, but then the weakness also increases because you're introducing creature shrines. Oh, interesting little fact. Shrine is not actually a creature type, believe it or not. And if you don't believe me, then go on Google because Mark Rosewater has said it as well. Shrine is an enchantment type. So changelings can never be shrines, weirdly enough. But yeah, the deck is fun. What can I say? I've used it a few times now. If you've seen all of them, then you are an absolute star. So thank you very much. It's got an aggressive curve. It does really well in the current meta. Everyone I've faced, I think this deck has probably my highest win rate. I'd say about 60 to 70%, which is pretty crazy. And yeah, every new set that comes out adds something a bit juicy. The lands is my favourite part. Look how crazy I am with all these rare lands. Seriously, it's just rare land after rare land. This will destroy your bank balance on Arena. As you can see, I've already run out. I'm at 4 uncommons, which is crazy. I've run out of rares and mythics. I don't really know how I get by. I guess I grind more than the average human does, but yeah, I've only dropped money like a couple of times in 4 years. So yeah, hope you enjoy the video. Don't forget to leave me a like and a sub. What more can I say? I'm just very grateful for everyone who's stayed with me this far. It's definitely not easy, I'll tell you that. Anyone who thinks making these videos is easy, or yeah, it's probably one of the hardest things I've had to do to gain traction. At least it's easy to start, but it's very difficult to master. And even though you think you've got it, it continues to be tough. There was a point I thought, oh, it'd be easy getting to 500 subs. It's really not. It took me a lot longer than I thought it would, especially because I'm not an ethot with big boobs on cam, and who knows? Maybe because I'm not American. Maybe do people prefer American voices? Maybe I have wondered this. There is a smoothness and clarity to the American accent, which I like. I agree. American voices are nice to listen to, but who knows? Maybe there's some unknown factor that I don't know, that once I do could make my channel really big. But until then, we'll continue to grow slow and steady, and it's thanks to you guys. So I hope you feel good knowing that you make me feel good. Thank you for your support. Right then, see you another time. If you enjoyed watching this video, why not try some of my other videos on my channel? And don't forget to support me by hitting the like and subscribe button for more content like this.